Hello, my friends. Jamie Mendez, owner of Magical Me, here with our Totem Tuesday animal messenger. However, our messenger today is not an animal at all. It is instead one of the elemental beings known as the dragon. But in my work with the dragons and my recent communication with them through meditation and my card readings, I've been learning that they do not like to be referred to so much as elementals as guardians. And there's a really important reason for this. Dragons are indeed the guardians of this planet. They are not as fearsome as we are taught to believe and as they are depicted throughout history in different cultures. Many people will probably be sitting here, scratching their heads thinking, well, aren't dragons mythological? Well, are they as mythological as maybe angels are? Because angels are, I should say that dragons and angels and all of the other elementals as far as the fae and unicorns go, they work very closely together, and it's all for the highest good of this planet. So just because we can't see something with our physical eyes does not mean that they do not exist. In fact, the way that I communicate with the dragons and any of the other beings that I work with is not through my physical eyes, it's through that third eye and that mind's eye that we have, as well as through my card readings and meditations. So these dragons, they're not as fearsome as we're taught to believe. Humans are afraid of anything that is different, and what they actually represent is not only guarding this planet and protecting the earth itself, they represent all that is ancient and primal about this earth, the original way of being, the way that the earth was before it was corrupted and contaminated and polluted, and before mankind really left its mark on this world. So when we're going to work with dragon energy, we're going to ask ourselves, what is their magic and how do we embrace it within our lives? Because that's what happens. When an animal or a being steps forward as our totem messenger, it steps forward for us to learn its magic, embrace its symbolism, and then basically imprint that within our own energy, within our own bodies. So how can we take the message of the dragons this week, and how can we best utilize that? We can look to getting back to our own roots, getting back to our basics, reconnecting with the earth at its core, bringing out that primal energy within yourself, reconnecting with your soul. And it's very interesting because the oracle card reading that I did for the week with Miranda Powell actually talked about sacred silence and having love and compassion for all. And when I say sacred silence, it's about shutting off our minds and our ears that were our physical ears, but more so listening to our deep, intuitive voice of our soul. So, and this is what this is all about. When the dragons come forward, they come forward to loan you that ancient primal wisdom, that serpentine-like energy, where snakes too get a bad reputation throughout history for being, evil and treacherous. But snakes and serpents are that prime. They're so close to the earth. And then they also represent that transformation, that alchemy that humans are constantly going through, that evolving, that evolution. So all of this information I'm giving you, take all of those pieces and put them together, and what do you get? It's about evolving as a culture, as a civilization, helping to shift with this planet. Remember, I told you that the dragons were guardians, and then you've got the message of the listening to your soul and that ancient primal wisdom within you. What it is what they're trying to help us to do is embrace transformation. This planet and we as a collective need to shift into a higher way of being, one of love and compassion, considering the earth and the pollution and all the devastating things that are occurring in this planet right now. Having love for one another, having love for other beings. And just because you cannot see the dragons, and just because we do not understand, it doesn't make them fearsome, and it doesn't make us, we shouldn't want to control everything or destroy anything that we don't understand. So all of this ancient knowledge where we, once upon a time, these dragons were the guardians of the world before humans existed. So it's really all about learning to coexist again, to work together for the highest and greatest good. So that's how you can look down deep within yourself and embrace that dragon energy and that dragon magic. Now, you yourself can reach out and try to connect with the dragons. But I will warn you that dragons, they mean business and they are serious, not something to call forward for a, just to like a parlor trick and something that you can see if you can do, or they are serious and they mean serious work for this planet, and they do wish to connect with humans, but humans that will look at them with the honor and the respect that these majestic beings deserve, and then that will work in sync with them in helping humanity evolve, as well as this planet transform into a new way of being. They represent new ways and new beginnings, and that's what they're coming forward at this time for now. But ways that you can do that, as you can see today, I'm feeling very primal, I'm very connected. The dragons have been coming through to me for quite a few days now, and today it was loud and clear that this is going to be our totem messenger. But I've got my serpent bracelet on, so wearing snakes and maybe getting a little bit closer connected to that type of energy, or wearing dragons or having dragons in your home, statues of them. You could also, I'm wearing a beautiful serpentine crystal, and the serpentine is actually connected to dragons and elementals, and as well as serpents, and it represents that transformation that we're all trying to embrace right now and getting back to our roots. But then also moss agate is another wonderful one to use to connect with them. And there is a new dragon stone, and I'm going to have to get back to you all on it because I cannot remember the name, so I do apologize. But Angie Walters of Crystal Essence Healing had sent this piece to me. I don't know if you can see this good. And I forget there is a new name for it, but I'll get back to you with that and put it in the comment section. That's also going to be another one, and that I just intuitively heard. Moss agate is probably one of the most ones that resonate with the dragons, but today I intuitively heard wear your serpentine. The serpentine is going to be your connection. And then I've got obviously my rose quartz on, and while that may not connect to the dragons, it does connect to that highest that highest vibration and frequency of love and unconditional love that this world needs right now, and that the dragons are hoping that we'll all embrace so that we can work together. So I hope you enjoyed this Totem Tuesday animal messenger and this sacred guardian being that comes forward to work with us. And I hope that you would truly understand and respect what it is that the message that I am giving, as well as what the dragons are giving and bringing forward. And I do encourage you to work with them. Just don't take it lightly when you do, okay? I'm Jamie Mendez, owner of Magical Me, on this Totem Tuesday. Thank you again for tuning in. Love and magical blessings. Bye-bye now.